fancy a game of doubles then?
Yeah, all right. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I've only got this far. I don't want to break into that. It's got to last me all week.
Well, that's all right. I'll pay for you.
Hold on a minute. Why should you?
'Cause it's more fun than playing on your own, innit? It's all right, honest.
He's back in the office. Yeah, just clearing out last of his things.
Why? You're not going to have a word with him,
Yeah, why not?
Hey, Box.
What?
Then you best get your skates on, 'cause he's just left.
Ta.
Matt? Hi, Matt.
Hi, Slaughter. How are you?
All right, could be better.
Couldn't we all?
You're moving in down there today, are you?
Yeah.
Lucky you, I wish we were.
What are you talking about?
The Junior Supporters Club, you know.
I thought you had that all sorted out.
Yeah, so did I. I mean, we had our own room and everything. Then your friend of mine stuck his oar in, didn't he?
What, the German?
No, our other friend.
Beryl? Beryl, come here, please. That storeroom, remember? The one at the back of the stand? The one that you were unwise enough yesterday to offer out as a haven to the local hoodlum? Yes, well, I've just looked inside and the place is piled high with that junk of theirs.
Oh, they probably haven't had time to move it yet.
Well, they've no business leaving it there in the first place without full and proper permission. Get on to the cleansing department and tell them to come and cart it away.
But it's not actually rubbish, Mr. Cassidy. It's their pool table and stuff.
Well, they shouldn't have left it lying around, should they? Go on, get on with it. Now, look, I've got to get these proofs over to the printers, so if anyone calls in the next 10 minutes, that's when I'll be.
Great feeling, eh, Mac?
What's that, Sid?
Being master of all you survey.
Yeah, well, ask me the same question. 20 to 5 Saturday afternoon.
Will you be taking training today, then, or shall I?
No, I've got a few things to do. You start it, I'll catch up with you later, okay?
Right.
Tell me, Beryl, are these files always in this sort of a mess, or have I caught them on a bad day?
What is it you're looking for, Mr. Cassidy?
What I am looking for, Beryl, is efficiency. The ability, whenever the need arises, to consult this cabinet and to be able to put my hand on whatever I want at a moment's notice.
Well, if you just tell me what it is you're looking for...
I'm afraid that just isn't good enough, Beryl. You see, this is supposed to be the club's official filing system, a system that any member of the club should be able to use. It's not Dunmore Town's answer to the Rubik Cube.
Yes, Mr. Cassidy.
Well, may I suggest you take the very earliest opportunity to do something about it?
Yes, Mr. Cassidy.
See, a good team, Beryl, is only as good as its support troops. Now, an orderly and efficient filing system is just as vital to the success of the club as, say, well, a star striker. Oh, hello, Mac.
How are you, Derek?
Oh, I mustn't grumble. Not that I'd get very much sympathy if I did. Oh, Mac, please, just a moment, Mac. I'd just like to say, on behalf of the administrative arm of our little organisation here, a very warm welcome.
Thank you, Derek. I can't tell you what it means to me knowing that I've got you behind me.
Oh,
You know, you play these things like you invented them.
Practice, innit? It's what you might call me hobby, really.
Some hobby. It must cost you a bomb.
Oh, well. Easy come, easy go. Once it's spent, innit?
It's one way of looking at being broke, I suppose.
Do you want another game?
No, not for me, thanks. Thanks for the free game, though. Next time I see it's Madison, all right?
Okay.
See you then.
See ya.
Who's your friend?
My name's Rose.
Don't you recognise her?
No?
Well, why should she? She was unconscious when they last met, wasn't she?
Keep us bro!
You all right, son?
Yeah. Now that, son, is what this division is all about, so protect yourself, eh? Yeah? Well, one more of those, mate, and you'll need protecting. Ah, of course I will, son.
Mr. Clark!
On me, boss?
Yes, I do. Have a wee word with you in the office after training?
Yeah, of course you can, boss.
Fine.
All right, lads. 6 laps round the pitch. Starting now. Come on, move! No harm done, though, eh?
No thanks to Knocker.
That's Knocker, isn't it?
So they tell me.
90-minute player, though, Matt. You can't take that away from him.
Does sort of raise the question, though, don't you think, Sid?
Huh?
Watching his kamikaze approach to tackling, how often he actually stays on the pitch for the full 90 minutes.
Right, sit here.
It's a free country.
They've been talking to you about me, haven't they?
Have they?
Telling you I was one of the gang that busted up your grand shop.
You saying you weren't?
I was there when it happened, yeah,
But not with them, eh?
sort of. But what I mean is, well, they were the only other kids I knew, weren't they? I'd no idea they went in for that sort of thing. Since I found out they did. Well, I've had nothing more to do with them. Honest. But you don't believe that, do you?
Well, I suppose I do. I've certainly never seen you around with any of them.
You involved with this club thing then?
What good thing's that then?
This junior supporters club that all the kids in here have been talking about?
Yeah, sort of.
Can anybody join?
Yeah. Well, chance to be a fine thing though.
What do you mean?
Well, the way things are going at the moment, it doesn't seem like there's going to be a junior supporters club anymore.
Hey, you better looking for someone.
Well, Charlie really, but I suppose any of you will do.
Why, what's the matter?
Well, it's about that stuff you left down at the club room.
Well, we're going to pick it up tomorrow, just as soon as I get my uncle's handcart again.
Yeah, it's just that if I was you, I'd get a hold of that handcart sooner.
Why?
Because if you don't, there's going to be nothing left to collect.
Come in.
Want to see me, boss?
Knocker, yeah, I did. Look, take a seat. Excuse the mess. Still trying to get things sorted out here.
Oh, it all takes time, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's time I do not have with the first games to close. Right. You've been here quite some time, huh?
Yeah, a long time. Last 5 seasons as captain.
Look, you're a seasoned pro. I don't want to beat about the bush. I just haven't got the time to get to know you, the rest of the team, and they don't know how I work.
Yeah, right, well, you know, any old I can gear.
Thanks. The thing is that for the time being, I want to go with a new skipper this season.
Who are you going with?
Bobby Brent.
Oh, well, I suppose I might have known, eh? I mean, you're going to stick with your own kind.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. I mean, he knows what I think, what I want in the park, how I work, and all things considered, I think he's the best man for the job.
Ah. Till somebody goes and clatters his ankles a few times and he does the world-famous Bobby Brent vanishing act. Still, you're the boss, it's your team. Is there out else?
Now you mention it, yes there is. Sit down. I don't ever want to see you going on goalkeepers like that again, whether they're ours or somebody else's.
Come on, boss, it would have 50-50
There is
ball.
no such thing as a 50-50 ball with goalkeepers. Not in the modern game. Now, you know the rules, Knocker. That sort of thing went out with long shorts and 20-pound football boots. Now, if you want to play for me, that's fine. But I'll take it that you will remember that and act on the part accordingly.
Right. Can I go now?
Why don't you do that?
Thank you.
And think about it.
Hello, Knocker.
Mr. Chairman.
Been upsetting him, have you?
Not half as much as I will do if he doesn't stop playing football like the Incredible Hulk.
Great to be back in harness, though, eh?
Certainly is. Even if it was thanks to a bunch of kids.
You what?
Well, it was, wasn't
Yeah. Well, I suppose they did their bit. Why not? If anybody owed me, they did.
They, actually came to see me the other day about reforming the Junior Supporters Club.
Well, I trust you've sent them away with a flea in their ear.
Well, it seems I didn't have to. Derek Cassidy did that for me.
The Derek Cassidy.
The Derek Cassidy. You hadn't forgotten he's got a job down here now, have you?
Yeah, well, I'm taking that job back as of now.
Do you think that's really a good idea?
Best one I've had today, mate. What are you telling me? You got a better one?
No, not really. It's just that I don't think you can do that these days. Sack people without good reason.
I have a good reason. The best of reasons. It makes me ill just to look at him.
Try telling that to a court and they will skin you alive. What court? Well, now, that's where he's going to be taking you, isn't he? For unfair dismissal. If those are the best reasons that you can come up with, they're going to take you to the cleaners, isn't he?
So we're stuck with him, right?
Not necessarily. Sacking him could be difficult, yes. But on the other hand, if Derek was to take it into his head that he didn't want to work for you anymore...
Why would he suddenly do that?
Reasons do arise, Mr. Chairman. Differences of opinion, etc., etc.
It's a great car, though, isn't it?
I'm dead sorry about this, honest.
It wasn't your fault, Beryl.
Beryl, I'd like a word with you. Outside, if you please.
He's probably given her a detention for being seen even talking to us.
You did phone the cleansing department, I take it, to have that rubbish removed?
Oh, yes, Mr. Cassidy.
I see. So it's just pure coincidence, is it, that this lot have suddenly turned up to shift it themselves?
I suppose it must be, Mr. Cassidy. In fact, that just reminds me.
Oh, yes.
I better go and ring the cleansing department to get in hand time. Tell them there's no bother coming now.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Cassidy. You did that on purpose.
Oh, me, Mr. Cassidy?
Wait. Can we help you, Mr. Cassidy?
Yes, by getting a move on. Come on, chop, chop.
Hello, Derek.
Mr. Jones?
Bit of trouble, is there?
Nothing I can't handle, thank you.
Oh?
It is more of a misunderstanding, really, on their part.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, they're under the delusion that they're able to set up their own junior supporters club here.
But you soon set them right on that one, eh, Derek?
Yes. Yes, I told them we already do have a junior supporters club.
Yeah, and a fat chance we'd had of getting into that with him in charge, eh?
All applications will be considered strictly on merit, without fear or favour.
Yeah, but if they came from us, you'd just sling them in the nearest dustbin.
Yeah. See, what I don't get, Derek, is how this lot ever got the impression that they could have this room in the first place.
Because we were given permission, that's all.
By who?
I'll tell you by whom, Mr. Chairman. By the office typist.
No, not just by Beryl. By Mac as well. He was all in favour. You ask him.
Yeah, that's right. Mac Murphy is paid to manage the football team around here. All attendant and supporting services come directly under my jurisdiction.
Oh, come on, all right. All right! Blimey. If only you make that sort of racket on Saturday afternoons up on the cot. Now, it's quite obvious to me, Derek, that what we have here is a radical difference of opinion, right?
Right.
Something we certainly can't sort out in the middle of this unruly mob. So, I'll tell you what we'll do. Why don't you and me go to the boardroom and talk it over there, OK?
By all means, Miss Jones, as you wish, but I really can't see what there is to be discussed.
Which is precisely why there's a difference of opinion, yes?
Well,
so now what? Well, I reckon we should hang on a bit, you know.
Why?
I've got this funny feeling on Rasputin's up to something.
Can I have a word with you, Mr. Chairman?
Let's see Mac about it, Knocker, all right?
Look, I always had the ear of Mr. Wright.
Be with you in a second, Derek. Then Mr. Wright was wrong. All right, give me 10 minutes and I'll see you, OK?
Thanks a lot.
Don't tell me. Let me guess. You're going to slap a transfer request in.
Yeah, well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I might have done once when I was young and foolish. And if I hadn't realised that if I did, I'd probably be doing exactly what Matt Murphy wanted me to do.
So, what it all boils down to, Derek, is this. Mac Murphy, for reasons best known only to himself, wants the kids in and you want the kids out, right?
Right.
Like I said, a radical difference of opinion which I, as chairman, have to decide about.
Yes, but if you don't mind me saying so, Mr. Jones, I mean, Mac Murphy doesn't have any right to an opinion, does he? It's none of his business.
No, it's none of his business at all, really, if we're going to play it strictly by the book here, which means that if I should decide to come down on his side in the matter, you, as social manager, would have every right to be furious.
Yes, well, I would be furious.
No more than I would be under the circumstances, Derek. In fact, if it was me, I couldn't allow me to get away with it. I'd have to lay it on the line, mate. I'd have to say either I am the social manager around here or I am not. And if you're going to come this malarkey every time that fancy takes you, well, you know what you can do with your job, don't you?
Yes, you would you?
Well, of course I would, Derek. I mean, let's face it, I'd have been put in a position where resignation would be the only course left open to me, wouldn't I?
Yes, but, I mean, you know, all this is very hypothetical, isn't it? You know, I mean, it presupposes the idea, preposterous though it may be, that in the end you'd come down on Mac Murphy's side in this dispute.
Hello, Beryl. Give me a cup of coffee, will you?
Come. Great, mate. Terrific. Oh, you wait till the PM hears about you. They'll have you installed in number 10 as their very own one-man think tank.
Don't tell me. He didn't resign.
All right, I won't. I'll let it keep coming as a nasty little shock every time you bump into him in the corridor.
You, did tell him you were vetoing his idea about the kids, yes?
Yeah, I told him that.
Well, he was supposed to resign on principle, right?
Nobody told Derek, did they? Besides, he doesn't have any principles. Just his very overactive built-in survival kit.
Have you seen Charlie?
Yeah, she's just on taxi below.
Oh.
Fair now, look.
Oh, great. Thanks. Hi. Have you heard? Huh? Rasputin's let us have the club back. Oh, great. So you're coming down? Well, I'll catch up in a bit, right? All right. I'll see you later. See you. Bye. Come on, then.
Where are we going?
Into the ground, sort out the new club room.
It's like you've been slung out.
So now I've been slung back in again. Come on.
No, I won't bother, thanks.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, all right?
Right.
Sit down.
See you.
When you walk, no fear.
Yeah. That's the place for it, all right? Definitely. What? Oh, me Muriel.
You what?
Me Muriel.
What's that?
Blimey, don't we teach you nothing about school you go to? A Muriel, it's a sort of happening in paint on the wall.
Oh, I see you're a bit of a dab hand then, are you, with the old brushes?
Brushes? Blimey, you don't use brushes no more, mate.
So what do you use then?
You use the power of your mind. Telekinetic forces.
How's that then?
Look, first of all, you get your paint, right?
Right.
And then you have to concentrate your mind. You concentrate 100%. And then, fast as you can, you start slinging the paint all over the wall.
Don't be stupid.
Oh, there's nothing stupid about it, stupid, because that's where them telekinetic forces come into play, isn't it? To control the way the paint's run. Don't you know nothing about art at all?
Of course. I've got painting I did hanging above my bed at home.
Oh, yeah? It's, one of them painting by numbers things, is it?
So?
Yeah. Well, that's the problem with your old-fashioned walls, you see. They don't often come supplied with actual numbers.
Ah, Knocker, there you are.
Oh, I'll see you tomorrow, Dave, eh?
Right, mate, ready when you are.
Sorry, Mr. Chairman?
You wanted to see me about something urgent.
Oh, yeah, that, yeah. Well, that's all been sorted out now. I'm sorry I even bothered you with it, eh? Oh, see you tomorrow then. Cheerio.
Yeah. Take it easy, son. Now, there's a funny thing. All right, I give up.
What?
A couple of hours ago, Knocker Clark couldn't wait to talk to me about a matter of some urgency.
Remember of playing stuff. What's he doing when I talk to you anyway?
I don't know. One minute it's urgent, next minute he's sorted it out. What do you make of it, Matt?
That is not the point. He shouldn't be talking to you in the first place.
It's just gotta be me.
Look, we all realise the place needs painting, Wurzel. There's one problem. Paint costs money.
Yeah, and that's something we don't happen to have a lot of. Well, anyway, at least I don't.
Or me.
Oh, definitely me.
Well, look, it's all about speculating to accumulate, isn't it?
You talking about?
Well, we're never going to have any money coming in, are we, if we can't attract members? But we ain't going to attract no members if we leave the place in this state.
That's right. I mean, who want to spend all his spare time in a dump like this?
Hey, listen, you lot. Have you seen the notice Derek Cassidy's just stuck up outside the club office?
What sort of notice?
Well, it's an appeal for members for the new junior section of the Senior Supporters Club.
Yeah, but come on, Val, there's nobody going to want to join up with them when they know we're in business, though, is there?
They might, when they hear what the junior section are offering.
Oh, membership for the first 12 months is free. Oh, that's not fair.
Bribery, that is.
Yeah, they're going to kill us off before we've even got off the ground.
Right, I mean, he's going to cough up subs to join us, well, then go and join them for nothing.
Yeah, but hang on, wait a minute. Before we all start cutting our throats, ask yourself something, right? What have they got that we haven't got?
Well, not such a thing, knowing old Derek Cassidy.
Yeah, all right then. What have they got that we don't want, thanks very much?
Well, what?
Well, Derek Cassidy running things. I mean, who wants to join a club with him in charge?
I mean, they won't know he's in charge, not till they've actually joined.
Yeah, but when they do, how long do you reckon they're going to stay? Which is where we come in, isn't it, see?
Yeah, right. So, the sooner we get the place tightened up, the better, yeah?
Yeah, so let's empty our pockets and see what got between us then.
Yeah, right. Little trouble. Right, yeah, good idea. A couple of quid. Well, we ain't going to get too much of this, are we, really?
I mean, look, they're in it.
Right.
Something wrong, Charlie?
Yeah, there is.
I think I've been robbed.
You sure?
Positive. When I was over at Outer Space, I had a £5 on me. Now it's gone.